My name's Stephen. I am a senior here at Providence, and I am an education concentration.
I'm Esteban Wessel. I am a liberal arts major with a concentration in art, and I'm a senior who's going to graduate in this spring.
I'm Hannah Schenk. I'm one of the resident assistants here at Providence. I'm a senior and I'm studying English and education.
And I'm Carl Bunday, and I'm also a resident assistant here at Providence. I'm a senior, and I am currently studying media, culture, and arts.
The worst one, or like the most intense, as you said, definitely would have been last year. Myself and two friends of mine, we were studying in the Ark. It was 2-3 in the morning. We had come back to the apartments here in the Providence Village, and we had decided we were going to go back. We had left some stuff there. But when we got back there, two of the three, we decided we were going to go down into the basement just for fun. We're just kind of milling around, and there's a bathroom down in the basement. We just went in there just to really just kind of check out the place. We were still relatively new to Witherspoon at the time. While we were down there, we just, in the bathroom specifically, but we walked in, we just kind of heard like this really soft clapping, or almost like water dripping, like kind of like just kind of like that. And I thought nothing of it. I thought, it's an old building, there's lots of pipes, we're in a bathroom, this is probably water dripping in a pipe. We went back up to the Ark, and we were sitting there studying, and all of a sudden, out of nowhere, we both heard coming again from the Ark. And the thing was that the person who did not go down into the basement with us could not hear it in the Ark.
My story doesn't really go on what happened in Witherspoon, but what happened in the village, which kind of relates to the whole thing. This was back then in the fall, like the ending of the fall semester, when we already started hearing, weird stories that were happening in Witherspoon. And nothing happened during that semester until the beginning of spring semester, where I was getting ready for bed. So was my roommate Andrew, and what happened was just like we went to bed. We were asleep. About 3:20 in the morning, I hear this loud scream. It startled me. I woke up and I saw my roommate get up and was like, "Dude, it's crazy. A demon attacked me in my dreams." And as he got up, he went to the living room, took out his Bible, started reading Psalms, started praying that it wouldn't happen again and that we would be protected. And he went back to bed. I was so startled from the thing that I couldn't sleep. And so I grabbed my computer, put Netflix on, put a nature show to put me at ease and calm down, but I could not for the life of me look behind me. And so as I was fixated on the screen, I got tired and got a little comfortable enough to go back to sleep. I fell asleep, and that same night I felt this weird feeling as if something was staring right at me. It was really, really cold. I tried to scream, I couldn't scream. I tried to move my head was not budging. I started panicking. The first thing I wanted to do was scream, "Help, help, help." And it wasn't until I started saying Jesus' name that I woke up, and I told Andrew, "Dude, it happened to me as well."
So we go in there at 10 p.m. to shut everything down, turn off all the lights, and most of the time it's just the two of us. Sometimes Esteban will be in there, or a couple other random people.
Yeah, whoever's just working the late night shifts at the library. It's this balcony in the sanctuary on the second floor, kind of like a catwalk. We're sitting there and we're flashing light, and the thing is this is it's a huge chapel. It's ginormous, and it's old, and because of COVID, nobody's over there, no one's been in there, so there's cobwebs, there's dust everywhere, and it's late at night. There's no one in the church actually this time.
Yeah.
It was just
absolutely
us.
Nobody else.
So we're flashing, our lights, and I flashed my light to check up on the highest part of the chapel. All of a sudden, something just gets thrown, and it's the loudest thud. It's like boom.
It's a big thud.
I started backing away. I was like, what the heck? Like,
I was speed walking for sure.
so we got in there quick, but we still don't know what was thrown. Like I think I even like tried to flash my light over there and try to see like what it was.
There
but
was
couldn't find
like we
anything.
couldn't see anything because one of the other RAs when we told her that was like, oh, maybe it was like a homeless person like sleeping in a pew or something, but we like heard the thump, but there was nobody there. We didn't even see anything move.
We went down to the first floor actually.
Yeah, we did
We checked.
to go. So we went in the bottom floor of the sanctuary, but there was.
You know, and the thing is, it's so silent. You could you would hear somebody if they were leaving. Like you would hear footsteps. You could hear everything in the church when there's no one else in it. So to have that loud thump be right in front of you,
Like out of nowhere.
and you have no idea what it was. Like we checked the roof, like to see if like anything was falling from the ceiling or like anything like
Yeah.
that, but it wasn't. And something was thrown, something was hit. That was terrifying. Yeah.
It absolutely does line up with what I believe, what I have experienced, not just here in Witherspoon, but in other places as well. Yes, there are spirits. Yes, they can do things to you. They can make themselves known to you.
I mean, if you believe in the Bible, you got to believe in the afterlife, and you got to believe in spirits, and some of those spirits, good or evil.
You can't really deny that there is a spiritual world because it's definitely talked about in the Bible, and spiritual warfare is definitely a thing that exists that I feel like we neglect to talk about a lot. For sure, I think imagination can play tricks on you, or you can heighten your own things, but there's also certainly things that are unexplained, and there are spirits and demons and malicious things that are out to get people. So
The Bible does explain that you will be attacked spiritually. God did banish demons into the world, so I don't believe in ghosts, but I do believe that demons do have the power to oppress people. If you're a Christian, I don't think they can come into you and take control, but I do think they can touch you and hurt you and scare you. I do think that's something very real and something that people are too scared to talk about. And when they do have creepy stories that they've experienced, because there are plenty of people that I know have had stories like this, they act like it never happened.
I think their response is valid. I wouldn't say that they're stupid or anything like that. But I also think that I think they have not experienced anything like it, and I pray that they don't.
They need to study the Bible a little bit more. But one thing I definitely good that came out of it was when that happened, I started to pray more. And I started taking my walk in faith and God a lot more serious, because I knew it isn't only a battle physically, but it's also a battle spiritually, and you have to pray daily.
As a Christian, I feel like you face that all the time. We believe in something that we don't see, and I think it is what you believe. And if people are critical of it, that's all right. That's their choice. I can't really change that.
the Western, world or Western culture America in particular is very particularly skeptical of like the supernatural or spirituality in general, more so than other places. But I think there is also an element that those types of experiences or beings do. I do think they seek certain types of people out more than others. So there's definitely, I feel like a lot of skepticism is from people who just haven't experienced that, and they may, never experience those kinds of things.
Go for it. If there is something in there, don't be scared. Walk around. Be the loud one in the room. Be the loud one in the school, even if you're alone. Give out a little yell or two, and that'll boost your little confidence of not being scared of the place. And definitely don't be freaked out when you're there. Just be the boss. That's what I gotta say.
Definitely have some level of caution, but that shouldn't stop you at the same time, because I mean, you got Jesus. So
Just remember that, you know, God is sovereign. God is on your side. He is much more powerful than they are. And just pray that you don't have any encounters.
I guess I would say also don't seek, I guess.
yeah, don't go looking for that.
Don't seek. I mean, I don't. I personally, I don't. It's our job to go check
Right.
it out. I don't want to go hang out there at night at all whatsoever.
No.
I'll stay in my apartment. But yeah, don't be scared. Who are you gonna call?
All right.
Well,